Okay, that is it. The Defi Wind is over and the final results are in. We're at the Neilpryde stand, Neilpryde JP. We've got two Neilpryde riders here, 1 and 2. Nico Prien with his first ever international win.
Yeah, first ever international win pretty much. I mean, all the strong guys are here. Everyone, who comes to PWA was competing here, so I guess you could say it like that, yeah.
That's a big win. And obviously Matteo Iachino, freshly to the Neilpryde team this year, second place, and super close in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really close. It was a nice battle with Nico. He deserved it. He had an amazing event and really steady results. And yeah, it was great. Great to have like this. I had 3 events in a row. I had the IFCA and then the Prince of Speed as a warm-up, and now the Defi was a good month in France.
Yeah, we were just talking to North Sales and they were like, yeah, we've done this with us. And then you look at the Neilpryde team, like 1 and 2. There's an epic battle going on. It feels like the brands, for me anyway, I'm the commentator, media. I love all that hype, but I feel like this is what we needed. Tough
the brands, I mean, I think clearly here the sales were working good, no? I think the racing Evo we have is a machine. Nico has been on it for many years. I jumped on it this year. I had a few some good testing sessions and runs with them in the Canaries in Tenerife, and I felt amazing on them. And now we put together an amazing result here. I think first and second on the Defi this year with five races, nice conditions. It's quite clear now. It's comfortable as like a wide range. So
yeah, I mean, it's a big change for you.
It's a big change. 8 years with Severn. I've been.
It was. I didn't see it coming. I usually hear a few inklings. I'm sure you boys all knew, but I was like, I didn't see it coming at all. And there was a few guesses going around. He's Italian. Maybe he's going 0.7. How does that all come about?
They all were betting on weird stuff.
Yeah,
because we published this video with Rafa, and they were all like. Crazy stuff, no? Yeah, there was 0.7. It was like many brands they were mentioning, but also really weird brands as well. And then, not nobody, but like a few were suspecting this.
Yeah.
I'm really happy because in the end, in my mind, being Starboard Neilpryde was my dream as a racer since I started competing in general. And now making it happen at the apex of my career, or like at least I'm still at the apex, no? Because sometimes you achieve your dreams when it's fading down, no?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm at the top now, and having this team and this sales now with me, together with Starboard, is a dream come true. So really happy to race here with these and for the coming races as well.
You obviously try this stuff before you make a big change like this.
Definitely. No, of course, you have to try, no, because you have something in your mind, you never know if it's actually matching the expectation, but it's just, as I said before, it's plug and play the gear, no? On both foil and slalom. And free race as well, the save is amazing. So I just plugged the gear, I went out, I felt amazing straight away. Then obviously you have to fine tune. There is some work more to do, no? Because in the end racing is about that.
Yeah.
But when you start already with something that you plug and you're already top performance, it's gonna be a lot easier in your life.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, you got some top riders on the Pride team as usual. Obviously Antoine Albo left, and it was kind of it's a big hole to fill. But I think you boys are obviously doing a good job now. Obviously, we're going to speak to Nico. Obviously, it's now official, the Defiwind champion.
Yeah.
That's a big one, isn't it? Because it's obviously not an easy event to win. A lot different to Fuerteventura or something like this. Big long reaches. But you did pretty good in the long distance in Fuerteventura, if I remember.
Right.
Are you a long distance racer?
I don't know. I don't think I would say that, but there's a lot of things that can happen. A lot of people that can fall in front of you at the start or at the second jibe. With so many people. So a lot of things that can go wrong. Also, we saw it with Jordi. He got stuck in a wind hole. Some people couldn't reach their mark. And so to be consistent. Is the key here. Really?
What speed? You obviously got the GPS on.
I didn't track anything.
No.
I don't track my sessions. I
Really?
don't have a GPS. Nothing.
GPS?
I had my GPS on.
Well, what's your? Do your boys talk between each other? There's a line going on, or is it everyone's pretty straight?
What about?
What are you averaging down a course like? What you maxing?
I maxed. Like it depends. It's really about. It's not about the wind strength. It's about the angle, no?
Yeah.
When it's actually upwind, then one tack is more downwind. So like yesterday, in the last race, I have over 35 knots. Even though I was on the small board and I really had a bad race. I had a bad start. I was floating. It was my best race. Actually, I had to perform but I took a small board. I made a big mistake, and
Small board for you, what? That's 90.
99 liters is like
Okay.
a 63 wide, but
Okay.
they were all medium. I was like, fuck, maybe the wind will pick up, and then I can win easy,
Yes.
you know, and then didn't happen, but at all.
Yeah.
But then even so, the GPS is something weird because in the end I had like a better speed yesterday than any other day. I picked over 35 knots
Gotcha.
because it was flat and I got a few gusts on the way back was downwind. But then overall in the course I was slower. No, I think if we average like 31 knots on the reach is a really good average. Over like 8 kilometers is a sick average.
I think I peaked.
If you do like, if you do like like between 30 and 31.
Yeah.
Average on the leg, that's a sick speed.
How heavy are you at the moment? Just
90. Before here was 98. I think now I lost some weight.
Yeah.
I
It's
got
been
a
a
bit.
long
I
few days.
got some weird water here.
Didn't have the
So
burger.
it was no, it was not the burger. It was the water. I was drinking tap water for a couple of days. Was not feeling so good.
Okay.
But I guess I'm 95 now. I don't know, I went down a few kilos. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I'm 95 kilograms.
95.
But it's interesting what Matteo was saying about taking the small board, because obviously it was kind of between him and me in the last race.
Yeah.
And I was watching really closely what he was doing. The wind was kind of dropping, and also the forecast was dropping a bit.
Yeah.
So I should have just taken the same what he takes, but then I looked out and said, no, this is not a small board race. And then so it was really nerve-wracking, but that's what makes it exciting also.
It was bad. The
And-
morning looked really windy, I thought. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday morning, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday morning I was on the small board and a small sail. So it was, and then it dropped rapidly, and even like some people got stuck in the middle of the race. So it was already on the edge. And so I think, he struggled with it. But I mean, considering he was on the small board, he still did amazing actually. Because
But it's interesting because it's such a long race. You can have so much happen in the race. You know, like
No,
with
the
the
point is that
PWA.
I was sure, no, but I had really big expectation for the wind to pick up again, and it actually
There's a few
did.
people saying,
It actually did. Like half an hour after we finished, it picked up. Like we had 1 hour of really strong winds afterwards, no. But as he said, it's a bet, and I saw them all going with the medium, and I was like, okay, I have to beat them all if I go on the medium.
Yeah.
And with the tricky start, as he said before, it's really hard to make it happen. Like clean start, like getting out of it.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, but then if it gets windy with a small board, I'm gonna be comfortable, and then I can actually even if with the best start, I can come back and have a really amazing race, no? So like, okay, then I have to win.
Yeah.
Win or be second, like top two, no?
That makes sense.
And with that condition, tricky, because if it's really windy, but if it's like that, to start properly is hard. I was like, okay, I'm gonna bet on the wind.
Yeah.
And then I statistically have more advantage,
yeah.
no? And I bet wrong.
Yeah.
But,
And you're gonna be second if you don't, because you'd be
yeah, I
consistent
would
till
have
then.
been anyway second. I was like, I'm not gonna get worse than second, but to play and win against him is like probably have more chances if he picks up. And then I'm sure with a small board, no? And then it's racing, no? It's like a matter of choosing the right gear, making the right
But
decision.
as I said, when you're deciding on
is what
PWA,
it
the
is.
race is like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or
yeah,
whatever.
that's why you have everything on the beach
Yeah,
ready, and we
come on.
plug and play. No, here is different.
Yeah.
You race for 35 minutes.
Exactly. Which,
So everything can happen. On the other side, can pick up crazy, can drop it all. But I figured if he picks up, then I'm gonna have an advantage. If he drops, can also be really bad for both of us. Maybe I can make it out anyway. As you know, it's a lot can happen, but in the end, it didn't work out.
yeah.
But
Interestingly,
it's like this. No, it's like he's racing. So
I've been hearing
he played it
rumours.
good. Yeah.
Should the Defiwind be part of the PWA,
I
Or-
think,
or as I kind of we were having a chat earlier, it's like maybe there should be a long distance type of title where like the long distance that you did in Furta, let's say, would count towards this long distance. This event, the races would count towards a long distance, and then you could have like this long distance type champion. And obviously, I don't know. I'm just interested what your thoughts.
I think we already have enough world championships.
Yeah.
You know, like when you have many world champions, you
And you
kind
still
of
get
like.
an overall champion, which could be the foil, the fin, and the thing combined.
That
three
could be. Yeah,
disciplines.
if it's like this, I wouldn't mind. But I think it's already like nice. I think if you win here,
Yeah.
it's already a really big win. No, it doesn't.
Doesn't need
has
to be
to be.
PWA?
No, it doesn't have to be. In my opinion, doesn't have to be. It's not necessarily like
is
that.
different,
no?
isn't it?
Slalom is really different because it's like the start is really in some races. Not always like
Yeah,
sharp,
yeah.
but usually what we do in the PWA, it's really sharp start, and you have to be on it at zero. You know, it's different.
Yeah.
No, here you have to watch the other people. It's like thousands of people around. It's more about choosing the right line to be free. It's a completely different type of start and lineup in the start, and you can start late, but maybe you're more upwind, you can go downwind, which I struggle to get as well, because I tend to always try to start early at the pin, and then I see the guys coming down from up and I fire again. But it's completely different. I don't know if slalom is slalom, I think, and this is long distance.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's separate.
I think it's already like super important race, and to win it is already like something prestigious. No, I don't have it yet, so I look at it anyway as a big goal. No, so I don't see it as a.
Your thoughts?
Well,
Would be a win on the PWA.
it would be a win. In my mind, it counts like that because everyone is here. Like you said, it's a different style of racing. It may be a different type of skill set as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't
It's
make.
got enough prestige without it, but to me, I'd like to see it sort of count. I don't know. There's different angles.
It's good. It's good to have a big tour. Like it doesn't have to be massive, but if you have like 4 or 5 events counting for a world title, I think that's probably a good thing, because then you also have discards, and then you can discard this event anyways. So I think makes sense. But going back to actually him joining Neilpryde, I have to say that I was a bit happy and sad at the same time, because he's a great guy. He's maybe one of the most reasonable on tour, and we're friends as well. But knowing like him and knowing the sales, I knew it would be a dangerous combination, you know. So I think
Also, it must cost a bit of money. I mean, he's a big dog here. He's coming into the team, does it matter?
Exactly. So
like, oh God!
You have to ask someone else about. Yeah, exactly. You have to ask someone else about that. No, that's not between us. But yeah, no. It's super cool to have him on the team.
Okay. Well, let's change this sort of good combo. Obviously, Maciek winning the IFCA World Champ as well, so it's been a good month. Like I said, I've talked to North before, and they're like, it's been a good month. Been a good month for you boys as well. Race sail, what have you been using here? Anything changed with the race sail?
Obviously, we've both been on the let's say the standard racing Evo. I've mostly used the 5.6 and this, or actually only 5.6 and 6.5. I don't know about Matteo.
Yeah, me too, same.
5.6, 6, not much for 6.5 or 6.5?
6.5 I actually used. I had 3 races on 6.5 and 2 on 5.6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually more on 6.5 and 5.6, and they're both amazing sails. 5.6 is impressive.
Did you take any adapting? Because obviously you come from something. Is it totally different? I mean, I'm not.
It is. I mean, I think nowadays that there is not like a bad brand or like in the past used to be some really bad sails.
Okay.
No, now I think all the brands have like kind of nice sails.
Yeah.
But in particular, the Neilpryde, this sail is magic. So I think you need obviously adaptation, but it's mostly like trimming on the board, the sail, and the fin, and realizing the combination how it works better. But the sail, as you rig it as you expect it to rig, and it works straight away. It's not really like nothing to
Is there a
tune,
scale in
I really
racing
tried
sails?
to change. I tried to change buttons to see. I couldn't improve anything. Like in the end, the sail as it comes is like.
It's interesting you say that, because I had an interview with Maciek last year, obviously, or whenever it was, when he joined Neilpryde, and he said the same thing. He said, he was with Challenger before, and he's changing everything, tuning up the sail. He said he got the Pride, went on it, that feels pretty good, and then couldn't really improve.
No, you don't get crazy, but usually you work and you improve, no? And you see, okay, I changed this, I changed that, and then now and then you get, and this I worked, and I couldn't improve. The thing was like already good. When I rigged up the first time, it was actually better because it was like brand new, fresh, and then was just getting more used and was getting worse, no? But not. So it's nice you rely on the gear, and when you rely on the gear, you feel better on the race course. You feel better even when you go sleeping, because you're like, okay, whatever, no? It's like.
And it's a good combo with the starboard?
Really good, really good. I think the sail would work everywhere. The sail is amazing. My boards are great for ages, but the sail, it doesn't push the nose down, has a huge range. You have enough backhand to rail the board, so I think whatever board you use the sail with is gonna work. Has a great release, so when it gets windy, it sounds like I want to sell it, but it's really like that. I'm not forcing anything. No? So it's,
Nico, obviously you've been on Neilpryde for a bit. Is there any changes with this race sail? Obviously we spoke to a few brands, and certain things they just don't change because they're like, well, we can't improve it. Is that the case with this, or is there have been some changes?
Yeah, there have been a few material changes over the years, incremental, small changes, but the whole shape and the design hardly changed, and it's just because it's proven and good, and we have tested different sails. We've had different prototypes, but so far nothing has been better. I think now you're testing something that feels a bit better, but so this is, I think, something new, different concept coming. But so far it's it's been like, and also the he was mentioning the range, but also the trimming range. Like if you under downhole it, if you over downhole it, it still works super well.
Anyway,
Like you
don't know. It's not like there is 1.5 centimeter of downhole that any way the sail works. And in some other brands, you really have to fine tune the downhole.
Yeah.
And when it stretches, you have to be there because, you know, like maybe stretched and you have to realize that your downhole like half cm more. As he said, you miss this half centimeter, it's sail working anyway. You know? Of course, he has the best trim, but it's not like day and night. Okay. You would, if you were winning, you would win anyway. If you were losing, doesn't change the performance, no? And the range is huge. Like on 5.6, you can go in really light winds, no? It keeps working, keeps breathing the sail. It's all connected. I mean, Robert does an amazing job.
Yeah.
I had a lot of respect throughout the years, and I was always wondering how it would be to work with, because I think I see in many ways the same way that Remy works for the board.
Yeah.
So he's like super freak. He calls you. He wants to know. He wants to see. He wants to. And I think that's what you need in racing, no? Because you need someone that is super committed into evolving, but also is super curious about the other brands, about the other guys doing it. Open-minded, yeah. Not to copy, but to understand, no?
Yeah.
And then other people are like more into their own world, really good, but in their own world. Whereas Robert is like just wants to provide the best, not to us. And it's cool. If you want to work, you're willing to put your time into it, and you like it.
He's there.
That's the best, no? And then if you can have that, I think in racing is by far the best feeling you can have.
Yeah.
As you said this about the trimming, I just circling back to the long distance race. Actually, the small differences in the trim on such a long race, always I feel that's like what amazed me about this. Like even having the foot strap tiny bit bigger or smaller makes a huge difference, because suddenly your leg, like your shin doesn't hurt, or your shin hurts too much.
Out of interest, what do you do? Do you do anything different for like a long distance race? This like harness line position, length, foot straps?
Here the main thing is you need power all the time in the gear, because you always kind of go upwind. So for me, it's like mass base further back, fin a little bit bigger. Obviously, I want to have my adjustable harness lines. I want to be able to play with make them short when it's light, make them longer when it's like really. Same with the out haul. I've been playing a lot with the race sail in the race, which we don't do in PWA racing.
No, you need to be comfortable, no?
Yeah.
You need. That's what I make fun of. In the first day we came back, he had the same perception of me.
Yeah.
Because in the first race we were like, I passed him, he passed me, I passed him, and I thought, to me it looked like he had a better average speed. Like without pushing, he was faster. I could be faster pushing, but then you cannot push for 40 minutes.
Totally.
There is a moment you burn out yourself. No? And I was looking at it looks like he's gliding.
That's how everyone looks to me.
In a better way, and then I told him because I guess I don't know, I was second, he was third or whatever. We were like this, no? And then I think in that one especially, I was second, he got third, but we were like 10 meters, no? Yeah. And then I got back, I thought, man, I think, and he's like, I had the same perception of you, no? Because you look at the other guys, they look comfortable, no? Everything burns, and like I cannot hold it anymore.
You also don't want to show the others that you're in pain, you know.
Kevin was flying, and one race I was behind him, and I couldn't do anymore. And I saw him like taking out one hand and putting down the harness. And I was like, yes, that means the back is burning. I'm gonna get him. And then I actually get this extra gas, and boom, I overtook him. It gave me like an extra advantage.
I mean, it's true, isn't it?
You don't want to show it to a guy, no?
No.
I would never do this because.
I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? Because it does make a difference when to the back. Oh my life, feeling him.
Hardcore. It's hardcore. Yes.
Wow. Okay, that is interesting. You don't move the harness line's position.
A bit more back.
Yeah.
Back.
A bit more back, but less room. I love to have room, for example, to to sheet over sheet whatever when I go slalom racing normal.
Yeah.
Here, I like to sit and have already the sail a bit close and less room, because otherwise it means you have to pull all the time.
Yeah, okay. But you don't want the pressure pulling your front arm, because that's when my front
not
arm.
that much.
Okay.
But usually I really move them a bit more forward to have like a lot of
Back
power, no?
Okay.
To feel it.
Yeah.
At 300 meters you do it.
Yeah, okay.
But
Gotcha.
here, I don't know.
Yeah, because you boys are sending it pretty much
Yeah,
the
here.
whole time.
When something is off by like half a centimeter, you feel it. And for me, it was like basically the whole week. I did all the days. I did small changes everywhere until I get everything. And on a normal PWA race, you don't feel it to that extent. Let's say
because everything's happening. Jibes, people.
everything's super
Activate,
fast,
yeah.
and you can, like you said, you can push for 300 meters even if it's slightly
Yeah.
off. You know.
Yeah.
So I just kept increasing power. I put a longer fin, master further back.
Yeah. Do you find out more things in something like this? Because
Absolutely.
I found like this week I've opened my eyes to lots of things because you have so long to think about
No,
it.
you find out, but also this is a special race, a special place.
Yeah.
I think, as you said, you need power of them. You need power. You need it feels many times feels draggy, even though it looks clean.
Yeah.
There is speed with whatever, but even at the start, it looks dry. You feel like I'm going super fast. You look, you're not so fast. It's like draggy. So in the end, you want power.
Yeah.
You want power because anyway, you're not going to go so fast.
Yeah.
So you rather have some power to climb and to play, rather than having something that's super glidey and fast. But then when you have to climb up, you destroy your back and you'll just.
That's the worst, isn't it?
So yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I was speaking to the other brands, okay, because obviously you boys are on the full race stuff. Would it be interesting to have a brands race where you all take the no cam or you all take the twin cam? I just
would love
thought
to. I think we would have a big edge on that.
it would have to.
With this thing,
We're
we would.
going to talk about it now because I have seen that this is one of your new ones coming. I think Nico's going to talk
I've been
us through
having
it.
something like that in mind to plan a race like that. Maybe.
But
with
it was
the
so good. I was just saying, I can't remember. I
the
said to a
top
few.
top 10
Yeah.
PWA guys.
And
Yeah.
just go through the things. I think it would be really interesting for
sick.
me. Be interesting, which means if it's interesting for me,
Propose it for Fuerte. Maybe
Yeah.
we have a super hit with.
it would be so cool.
Well, we will be well off.
Okay, let's talk about it. We're gonna
I want to do it because I know what we have.
we're
Yeah,
gonna talk
exactly.
about this. You're gonna
Yes.
okay, Matteo, legend. We'll be seeing.
See you soon.
Yes,
See you soon.
definitely. We'll be
Okay.
seeing him
Congrats.
See you later.
obviously
Thank
all
you.
this year. Nico's going to talk us through the Speedster Evo. Okay, stay tuned to the channel. We are coming back with the Speedster video. Mr. Prien is going to talk us through the Speedster Evo. He's also going to talk us through the JP board. There is more brand videos coming. We've been around this morning. There's no win today in the Defiwind. Like I say, it's finished. Nico wins it. Big one for him. Matteo second. And obviously all the results will be online. Look like Amalo Vrieswijk winning in the foil category. Jenna Gibson absolutely smashing it on the fin in the women. She was up in the 30s in some races. That is absolutely crazy. She is going so fast at the moment. So lots to unpack. We're going to be dropping videos after video after video after this event. It's all ready. So stay tuned to the channel. Get on the website. All the videos, it's much easier to find on the website. Chronological order all the way down, like a proper timeline. And massive thanks to everyone who's chipped in some beers. That is the reason Alfie Hart is here, because he is fueled by beer.